everyone, and welcome viewers to the January 6, 2024 weekend news edition of 284 News. I'm Ron Grant, bringing you the very latest out of Tortola in the Virgin Islands. Thank you so much for joining us. This week, police have issued a wanted bulletin for Jamal Freeman, aka Uncle, 29 of East End Tortola, for escaping lawful custody. According to a press release from the Royal Virgin Islands Police Force on January 4th, 2024, Freeman escaped police custody while in handcuffs on January 1st, 2024. Police said Freeman was at the Nurse Iris O'Neill Clinic in Virgin Gorda seeking medical attention when he turned fugitive. The Royal Virgin Islands Police Force described Freeman as a black male with dreadlocks, slim built, and has a height of about 5'11 inches. It is unclear why Freeman was first in police custody at the time of his escape. Persons with any information regarding the whereabouts of Jamal Freeman are asked to contact the Royal Virgin Islands Police Force Intelligent Unit at 368-9339 and 368-9539. KYRON McMaster is set to receive an OBA, Office of the Most Excellent Order of the British Empire, from King Charles III for his contributions to sports in the territory. At just 21 years old, McMaster made history by winning the British Virgin Islands' first ever Commonwealth Games gold medals in the 400-meter hurdles at the 2018 Gold Coast Games. This achievement came after the devastating 2017 hurricanes that destroyed not only training facilities but claimed the life of his dear coach and mentor, Xavier Dag Samuels. Since then, McMaster has gone on to win the Diamond League twice, secured another Commonwealth gold in 2022, and became the very first British Virgin Islander to win a medal at the World Athletics Championships, with silver in Budapest in 2023. He also finished an impressive fourth in the 400-meter hurdles at the 2020 Tokyo Olympics despite training disruptions from COVID-19. When home in the British Virgin Islands, McMaster dedicates his time to supporting youth, drawing on his own experiences growing up in the Virgin Islands. He champions grassroots sports and works with the Ministry of Sports to promote investment. Governor John Ranking praised McMaster's achievements, saying he has put the BVI on the global sporting map, even during challenging times post-hurricane. He congratulated McMaster on the well-deserved Order of the British Empire. The trial of former British Virgin Islands Premier Andrew A. Foy on drug and money laundering charges have been delayed yet again by another 2 weeks, now scheduled to begin on January 22nd, 2024. Foy faces charges of drug smuggling, money laundering, and racketeering in a Miami court. The recent postponement allows for hearings on various motions filed recently by prosecutors and the defense. Judge Kathleen Williams will hear arguments on matters including foreign law, jury instructions, expert witness testimony, hearsay evidence, and a possible entrapment defense. Foy's lawyer previously objected to what she called the prosecution's 11th hour motions raised just weeks before the planned start. She argued they presented crucial issues too late. Foy was arrested along with former BVI Ports Director Ovaline Maynard in Miami in April of 2022. They allegedly agreed to allow large cocaine shipment through the BVI ports, part of a multi-million-dollar deal with a DEA informant posing as a trafficker. Maynard's son, Kadeem Maynard, was recently sentenced to 57 months for his role. Ovaline accepted a plea deal and is expected to be the key prosecution witness. Foy faces possible life imprisonment if convicted. And up next, we have more on the Weekend News Roundup.
Catch all the action from the 2023 NFL games with CCT Live on various channels, including ESPN Channel 412, ESPN2 Channel 413, Telemundo Channel 315, and Fox Channel 304. When you subscribe to any CCT FAHIE plan, you'll automatically bundle CCT Live. For more information, visit your nearest CCT store or give us a call at 444-4444. Choose CCT Live and enhance your game day experience.
One Stop Auto, located in the R&R Malone Complex, Packwood Pond, is having a huge liquidation sale on all inventory, excluding vehicles and genuine Toyota and Lexus parts. Get no less than 50% off all items on shelves and inventory room. Items such as car covers, steering wheel covers, wipers, sealants, chemicals, emergency cones, adhesives, license plates, frames, air filters, oil filters, front brakes, rear brakes, front rotors, rear rotors, radiators, shocks, and much more. A specific listing of all makes and models for which parts are available at liquidation prices will be posted on our Facebook page.
of Jesus. That line here long like church service.
Alright, you enjoy the rest of it then. Next customer line, please. Wait, hold on a second.
Yes, Sonny boy, come, yes, Sonny.
Good morning.
Good morning, Sonny boy. Hold on there. You must have cut fun topic.
It's okay, I'll take care of it.
What? No man to take care of me.
How may I assist you? You want top of power?
You want top of power?
Join the prepaid party with CCT and enjoy more affordable data plans, more top-up promotions, more savings with hero bundles, and more value for your money each and every Tuesday with Top Up Turn Up Tuesday. Visit a CCT store today or anywhere CCT Top Up is sold and top up your phone.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You want top of power?
Welcome back, everyone. Acting Director of Communications, Ms. Carrie Christopher, recently emphasized the importance of keeping the public well informed on the work and message of the government of the Virgin Islands during the most recent episode of Government Business at Its Best, Table Talk, which focused on effective communication. Christopher addressed what was dubbed a deficit in communications in the recent years.
Without casting the blame on any one person or any one thing, I think government as a whole has to keep up with the trends and keep up with technology. So for me, I feel that we have to be more embracive, especially for social media and not just Facebook. We have to garner all of the social medias because we really are our job is to inform the whole public, right, not just a specific set of people. So you will see lots of Instagram, TikToks, former Twitter, now X. We have now a whole team dedicated to that. And so it's difficult to say why there was a gap. I think with this government, we have tried to put the importance of not being afraid of the camera and not being afraid of speaking your truth.
Additionally, she noted that great focus is being placed on the relationship between her department and the private media, following a rocky beginning following her appointment.
I have reached out to as many as the external media as I can. I'm going to finish it up this year, this month. I've personally called the media houses, many of them. I have maybe 1 or 2 left to call. And I said, hey, I am here now. Don't be afraid to ask a question. This is my number. Call me. I don't want the external media. When I say external media, I don't cause any disrespect. I'm talking about persons outside of GIS. I don't want them to assume a situation. We want accurate information, so my job is to give them the information. So I want them to be comfortable in calling me, and where possible, they should be able to speak to any minister if the program or if the situation is dire. So I've expressed that to the media. Hey, I'm here, call me. We want to establish a good rapport. It's been a tough initiation period, but I think I'm built for it. And so I think we've had, it's a brand new situation for me and trying to get to know the media. I think we've passed some sort of a bridge. And so in talking to them separately and saying, hey, I'm here, I want to be able to have a good professional relationship with you. I want you to feel comfortable in calling if there's a question that you need. We are here to be able to answer that. So hopefully those things will try to bridge the gap. And of course, you will see more videos, more of the people that you have elected on screen, and they should not be shy to speak because this is what they signed up for the next 4 years, and the people of the BVI deserve to hear them in real time, deserve to hear the questions. So we're working, had some interesting coming up, so we'll see how that works.
So I'm hearing from you, Mrs. Christopher, that it's not about an adversarial relationship, but more of a partnership that you'll be fostering with the media.
I think with any government, there's always difficulties trying to make sure we bridge the gap, and this government and GIS being no different. And so my job really is to try to see what the gaps were, try to assess it, sit back, say, okay, this didn't work, let's try to do something different next time, and try to make sure it is a partnership. And where there is some gaps, we'll try to mend them as much as possible. But having a relationship that works and a respectful relationship is important.
She also shared that her team is actively working to increase the distribution of government information and has set a goal of increasing the visibility of the government of the Virgin Islands on the regional stage.
We are responsible for establishing relationships with the media. We're here, external and internal. We have a very capable team here at GIS, and of course we depend highly on the external media. As you would know, Angela, we also are now bridging some gaps with the regional media. So we want to place the BVI government on the regional map so that persons can know what's happening in Virgin Islands and keep people informed basically in real time. So it's an exciting job. I'm happy to be here, and every day is something different. So we really depend on persons to kind of give us some feedback so we can know where we're going and hopefully, bridge some of the gaps that we've been seeing.
She also shared some insight on the mandate of the GIS and the important role of information officers.
There's a very good team here at GIS, and I just want to make sure persons understand that there's a GIS team and there is me, and they're called communication officers or information officers. They do the bulk of the street work, so I want to say thanks to them in advance. So these guys, well, girls and guys, young men and young women, they are each assigned a portfolio or a ministry, and their job is to really watch the ministry and see what's happening and basically go out there and try to bring that news for the public. I've also established, I think, a very good rapport with the ministers for each ministry. I've been here for 3 months. I made sure that I contact them. I'm actually a thorn in their brow because I call them all the time. I was like, this is happening. I need for you to be on TV. I need for you to make a statement. We do have the press releases, which is good, but I am a firm believer of seeing things in real time. I want to see your face. I want to hear your voice. So in terms of establishing that rapport, having a good relationship with the ministers is important, and I think that I've conquered that.
Christopher highlighted the importance of members of the government stepping up to the plate to answer questions directed at them, stressing that it is an important part of the job they signed up for.
Of course, you will see more videos, more of the people that you have elected on screen, and they should not be shy to speak because this is what they signed up for the next 4 years, and the people of the BVI deserve to hear them in real time, deserve to hear the questions. So we're working, had some interesting coming up, so we'll see how that works.
The government of the Virgin Islands has launched a website to track, they say, the specific implementation of the Commission of Inquiry recommendations. This is in line with the Virgin Islands modern governance approach. Government Business at Its Best launched at the end of July last year to further the implementation of the recommendations of the COI report. On January 19, 2021, the United Kingdom appointed a commissioner to inquire into possible corruption, abuse of office, or other serious dishonesty by public officials in recent years. The inquiry considered the conditions which may have allowed such conduct to take place and whether they still existed. Commissioner the Right Honorable Sir Gary Hickenbottom made some 50 recommendations to improve the standards of governance and the operations of law enforcement agencies within the territory. In presenting his latest report to the House of Assembly in September 2023, Premier of the Virgin Islands, the Honorable Dr. Natalio D. Wheatley, announced that work had begun on all of the recommendations. He reported that several reviews and audits have been completed, covering social assistance grants, education grants, the disposal of Crown land, and the policy for granting residence and belonger status, and the reappointment of statutory boards. Regarding the modern governance approach, the Premier said, and I quote, "The purpose of this initiative is to inform and educate the public and stakeholders on government's continued reform initiatives going beyond the framework recommendations. It is aimed at correcting inaccurate, misinformed, or misleading perceptions about the work that the government and public officers do. This is also in line with the government's commitment to transparency and accountability." Another significant initiative, as efforts continue to show how the reform work will affect change, is the launch of the COI Recommendations Implementation Tracker website on Wednesday, January 3rd. Permanent Secretary within the Premier's office, Mrs. Carolyn Stout-Igwe, said, and I quote, "It is very important for the public to be informed about the new policies being implemented to transform the very way we do business. This website will be one-stop shop for all COI-related information and for the public to follow along with public officers, work towards greater accountability and transparency. Now, viewers, the website provides information, they say, on the framework for implementation of the recommendations of the Commission of Inquiry report and other reforms, an overview, additionally, of the recommendations, and will also include press releases, statements, and other information about the process relating to its modern governance approach. Stout Igwe thanked all public officers for their dedication and commitment to providing government business at its best. She encouraged the public to log on to the website once launched to browse the features, become more informed on the work of government, and contact the COI Implementation Unit with any questions or comments. At-large Representative, the Honorable Stacey Mathar, recently called for a full review of the education system aimed at unsatisfactory responses to questions raised during a recent budget hearing.
Because the quality of our education system is not going to change with one move. It's not going to change with a buzzword and a theme. Now, it was interesting to look in the budget. It was interesting to sit down. I see nothing saying programs to address the fighting we have across there. The steam that's coming out of the children over there when they get upset. So what are we doing about that? We can put money into the budget and say we're looking at the curriculum and we're looking at this, but we cannot put money in the budget to look at our education system as a whole. Madam Speaker, when you're renovating your house, yes, you could choose the bathroom, but if the foundation ain't good, what's going to happen? Madam Speaker, I want to see an education review of our education system. The resources, the personnel, the curriculum, the policies, everything. And I know it was in a budget. I think it was a 2022 budget, but every time I ask, I can't see it. They tell me the piece in here, a piecemeal here, and a piecemeal there. How that helping?
He shared that his attempts to ascertain the quality and value of donations from nonprofits to the education sector were unsuccessful during standing finance proceedings.
Well, Madam Speaker, my heart is always with the young people. And I was overjoyed to see that after standing finance, there was some money added back into the budget for education. The minister spent and took the opportunity to scream out and beg for more money for education. And it moved many of the members to support that outcry. Madam Speaker, I have a background in nonprofit for now 20 years. And I know the nonprofit industry, or the family of nonprofits in the BVI, they give a lot to our country. They give in kind, they give money. So, Madam Speaker, I sat there as a new member trying to support what was going on, and I asked the question, how much money, or what is the value of what is given to our education system from our nonprofit families or nonprofit friends that live in the BVI, even outside the BVI? And I was told that there is no figure associated with it. That I was told that the donors do not want it to be made public. And Madam Speaker, I respect that. But I didn't ask you if Tom, Dick, or Harry gave the money. I asked a question which was, what is the value? And I still cannot get an answer. And I was trying to say that the cost of education is beyond the $65 million that is in the budget. It is beyond that. But when I ask the question, I can't get a figure to say this. And Madam Speaker, I know those people that give. And we must be able to equate what people have given to us.
Mathar demanded that as an elected representative, he expects clear answers when reasonable questions are asked.
When you look at the budget, education is the third largest receiving. But we out there screaming out that education will cut by 2%. But I was trying to help. So, Madam Speaker, as an elected member of this House, I want to go on record that if I ask a question as junior as I am, I expect a response that makes sense.
The STEAM initiative and past education policies were also addressed. The representative felt these were often buzzwords without meaningful impact. He said that inquiring about the STEAM spending for some $57,000 for resources was also inadequate.
Madam Speaker, we STEAMing. No child left behind. From good to great. And now we full steam ahead in education. I don't buy into these buzzwords, Madam Speaker, because when I speak to my colleagues in the education system and I ask questions, I try to find out where we're going. So again, I ask a question. How much money has been spent on Steam? And Madam Speaker, the response I get back is $57,000 on resources. I said, my question was, to date, Madam Speaker. So we haven't trained our teachers in STEAM? The minister got up in the house and the minister said she put 2 or 3 new teachers in the Elmhurst High School to teach STEAM. So they're not getting paid? Is that not equated to the STEAM initiative? Madam Speaker, we have to stop playing politics. If I ask a question, I'm asking because I want to know, because the people out there asking me a question because they know government spent money educating me, and I am here to put back in to my country. So I beg us to stop playing politics when we ask questions.
And up next, we have more on the Weekend News Roundup.
Rashford made it. Manchester United have come from behind to lead.
At home or on the go, watch CCT Live. Download our app and carry your favorite TV shows, news, or live sports anywhere you go. Visit cctbvi.com/live, select your package, and tune in.
Father Jesus, that line here long like church service.
Alright, do enjoy the rest of the day. Next customer line, please. Wait, hold on a second.
Yes, Sonny boy, come, yes, Sonny.
Good morning.
Good morning, Sonny boy. What on there? You must have cut fun topic.
It's okay, I'll take care of it.
What? No man to take care of me.
How may I assist you? You want top of power?
You want top of power?
Join the prepaid party with CCT and enjoy more affordable data plans, more top-up promotions, more savings with hero bundles, and more value for your money each and every Tuesday with Top-Up Turn-Up Tuesday. Visit a CCT store today or anywhere CCT Top-Up is sold and top up your phone.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You want top of power?
One Stop Auto, located in the R&R Malone Complex, Packwood Pond, is having a huge liquidation sale on all inventory, excluding vehicles and genuine Toyota and Lexus parts. Get no less than 50% off all items on shelves and inventory room. Items such as car covers, steering wheel covers, wipers, sealants, chemicals, emergency cones, adhesives, license plates frames, air filters, oil filters, front brakes, front rotors, rear rotors, radiators, shocks, and much more. A specific listing of all makes and models for which parts are available at liquidation prices will be posted on our Facebook page.
This week, local singers, performers, and a range of genres highlighted the first edition of the Cultural Thursdays on Thursday, January 4th. Performances were highlighted during the residents of the 1st District, featuring gospel, reggae, and country and western, reflecting the music they enjoyed through the years. 2 local caroling groups also performed, of course, at the close of the Christmas season to celebrate the new year. Committee President Monica Housen stated that they were pleased to have a selection of artists such as Gia Fraser, Nimaki Donovan, Ravina Jelena, Ice of JTM, and others on the lineup. She indicated that she was especially thrilled from the Band of Love from West End and the Carrot Bay Carolers, who agreed to perform, as they represented the deep cultural tradition of house-to-house serenading at Christmas time. Now, there were also open mic opportunities for those in attendance and, of course, many opportunities for persons who purchase local goods and services.
Hi, my name is Monica Hauser, President of the Carrot Bay Cultural Thursday, which is held every first and third Thursdays of each month. We begin in this year, which is on the 4th of January, with the theme Carrot Bay Cultural Thursday, New Year Fiesta. The highlight for the 4th is having a mini concert where the performers will be from the 1st District. Our usual sale of local drinks, pate, Johnny cake, fried fish, pot bread, provision, tarts, and many more will be there for every and anyone. Complementing our food and other activities, there will be a bouncy house for the children to enjoy. So come, please, and head to Carrot Bay on the 4th of January and celebrate the new year with us. We start around 3 p.m. and go into the night. See you there.
The BVI Food Fed, hosted by the BVI Tourist Board, continues this January and February with JOST, Lime and Dine, showing and showcasing culinary delights of the sister island Jost Van Dyke. Speaking on this highly anticipated 2-month-long event, events manager at the BVI Tourist Board shared just how the concept came about.
Well, we thought it very important to spread out these activities throughout the year. As you know, BVI Food Fed, we're spreading it throughout the entire year. We have a full calendar of events, and it's very important to involve the sister islands. So we wanted to come up with a different concept, something very special for Jost Van Dyke. So we came up with JOST, Lime and Dine, and the whole concept is we are going to encourage persons to visit Jost Van Dyke for the whole month of January. We have a late ferry because traditionally the last ferry leaves Jost Van Dyke at 5 p.m. and you can't get back over unless you have a private boat or something after that. So what we're doing is we're facilitating a late ferry. So once you catch that 6 p.m. from West End, you're going to be able to go over, whether you want to go bar hopping, you want to just go and hang out, see what Jost Van Dyke has to offer every Saturday in January and every Wednesday and every Saturday in February. So you're going to be able to go over, make your reservations, see what the culinary offerings, all the different restaurants and the bars have, the drink specials and everything. Have yourselves a real good time, and the ferry leaves Jost Van Dyke at 10:45.
A record number of 15 bars and restaurants will be participating in this event. Walters took time to highlight them.
We have actually 15 bars and restaurants participating, and they are as follows. We have Abe's by the Sea, we have Alibaba's Bar and Restaurant, Alice's Restaurant, A&B Restaurant, Cool Breeze Bar and Restaurant, Corsairs Beach Bar and Restaurant, Foxy's Restaurant and Bar, Foxy's Taboo, Harris's Place, Hendo's Hideout, Ivan's Stress-Free Bar and Campground, Pinky's Delight, the Soggy Dollar Bar, Sydney's Peace and Love Restaurant, and Titi's Shark Bar and Cafe.
Amazing.
So
That's
we have
quite
several establishments spread across Jost Van Dyke there. We have Great Harbour, East End, and White Bay there included. So we're encouraging everyone to come out.
Additionally, transportation is at a discounted rate for patrons.
We do encourage reservations because we have a special running with the ferry. As we said, we're facilitating that ferry every Saturday in January and every Wednesday and Saturday in February. So we encourage reservations, and if you are able to show your reservation, you are going to get that $20 round trip special to go to Jost Van Dyke.
As it relates to costs for the event, Walters reiterated that this is the only cost to get to Jost Van Dyke via the boat.
No, there's no other cost. We're facilitating the late ferry and a special fare. You just hop on the ferry, you go over and you go to the restaurant or bar or whatever establishment of your choice. We encourage everyone to go all around, spread it around and enjoy all Jost Van Dyke has to offer. The different establishments are going to have their menu specials, their drink specials, all of these things.
Mr. Walters also encouraged persons to take advantage of the reservation hotline offered through the BVI Tourist Board to secure reservations at the various establishments and to get the discounted ferry rate.
We need to talk about the hotline and the email, because what we're also facilitating is, instead of persons having to call the restaurants individually, you can call us at the Tourist Board and we have someone on the JOST, Lime and Dine hotline to answer you, to make the reservations for you. Say if you have a party of 7 and you want to dine at such and such restaurant, or you want to send an email. So I want to put that number out right now.
Sure.
That phone number is 442-1700. That's 442-1700. And the email is jostlimeanddine@bvitourism.com. That's JOSTLIMEANDDINE@bvitourism.com. And when that individual on our team, wonderful young lady, answers that phone, you're going to be able to make your reservations and that will be set for you. And also transportation, you can, link up with one of the various rentals over there. They're going to be expecting a large influx of persons. We're going to have taxis there as well. And we're going to have a couple of other surprises in store for persons as well.
Walters took time to encourage persons across the territory to come out and enjoy what Jost Van Dyke has to offer.
Yeah, definitely. So to everyone in the public, near and far, all our visitors, all of our residents, this is your opportunity to experience all Jost Van Dyke has to offer. Please come out and support. The restaurants are going to be expecting you. It's we drummed up so much excitement and support over this. Please come out and support them. Expand your culinary, experience all the culinary offerings that Jost Van Dyke has to offer. You know, they have some great seafood and all these things over there.
Yes.
Great lobster. I've tried so many things at so many restaurants. You know, and that's someplace, one of my very favorite places in the entire world.
Of course. And not forgetting, of course, the amazing entertainment.
Oh, yes. And we're going to have entertainment at the various bars and restaurants as well. So please come out and support. You have the entire month of January and the entire month of February to come out and enjoy this. If you're not doing anything on a Wednesday night, and also Valentine's Day actually falls on a Wednesday this year, the 14th of February.
So that's a perfect day.
So that's one of the perfect nights. You make your reservations. Make sure you head over to JOST Van Dyke and have a wonderful time. We're going to have something very special. I'm going to come back to you with that special just for Valentine's night as well.
For the full interview, visit all 284 media platforms. Viewers, that is it for today's weekend news roundup. Be sure to follow us for your daily news updates at tweet4media.com, and of course, like us on Facebook at tweet4media and tweet4bvi on Instagram and Twitter. Have a great rest of the weekend and do enjoy your evening. Goodbye.